Tonight on RGB, we find out who got in the news. And we go beyond the contents of his book with Somizi. What up, my fame-loving fam? Ikhaya lomkosine Spice and All Secrets, naughty or nice, is back for yet another week. Mnake, I'm the reason your boyfriend and your daddy spend so much time on Instagram. I am joined by the newest member of the RGB family, a comedian who throws more punches than an episode of Blow by Blow, our new co-host, Donovan Goliath. And
I know this is Iringogo. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you to you at home for making the home of gossip the place to be on SABC. Now, this week marked the start of Women's Month, and besides reminding us what an immeasurable contribution the fairer sex makes, it's also a chance to be happy because there's another holiday on the way.
Day off, Donovan, as the work of a gossiper is never done. So here's some of the first fruits of our labor. And reality TV will set the truth free. We finally have a straight answer out of Queen Bee Bonang Mateba. Somizi is because he apparently befriended her alleged abuser, Euphonic. Who knows? Maybe
Now, rapper KO has finally spoken out about DJ City Light's constant Twitter attacks on the man. Put simply, he states that the DJ is an attention seeker yapping on because KO won't respond to him. And yet, DJ City Light still approached KO for a handshake the night before the tour began. City Lights, next thing you know, your career is over. Over some characters?
It's the juxtaposition of choosing stupidity over intelligence.
Well, actor Leslie Musina has had nothing but good things to say about Uchub Chub, stating that we could all take a chapter from the rapper's experience. Well, except the chapter about safe driving. That one needs a little bit of work.
It's all about fame and the music is gone. He cited that popularity has superseded talent. In that case, there are so many politicians who are about to drop some serious beats.
Right. Now, haters are asking Black Coffee why he chose Brazilian author Paulo Coelho instead of a black author to write his biography. Folks, the man wrote The Alchemist, a bestseller in 74 countries. And if you've never heard of it, then Black Coffee doesn't need to worry about you buying his book.
Donovan, rapper Pretty Ugly and TV personality Bontle Modisele aren't married or even engaged. It was all for a music video. Well done, guys. You managed to prank the whole nation. We appreciate that. The joke was good, but good luck selling any more albums.
Now, despite fears of deportation, Uzodwa Wabantu was warmly received in notoriously strict Zimbabwe, of all places. The Eyadini employee turned dancing socialite did a recent show in Zim where her dirty dancing routine sold out with ticket prices of 32,000 rand, 32 and a half actually, not even just 32, for a booth. Now, it's nice to see that Durban has another infamous export besides Babes and Wonga. She also mentioned that she wanted to meet Mr. Mugabe. Well, that's not going to happen. He should change his name now to Robert Mugabe.
When you go missing. In his acceptance speech for the Comedy Person of the Year award, Trevor Noah Jim Carrey helped him realize about depression. I guess Trevor must have seen some of Jim's latest work.
Now, actresses Umandisa Nduna and Tishiwe Zikubu could care less about the hate being thrown at them for being in a relationship. To the haters and the homophobes, yes, they're a lesbian couple. Yes, Tishiwe is bisexual and has a child. Welcome to the 21st century. Feel free to catch up.
Kwaito singer Mixon Tolo, better known to many as Fatty Boom Boom Otsekeleke, passed away on Tuesday night after some health issues that he was suffering from since last year. He'd been in and out of hospitals for a while and spent the last 2 months as Bedlele undergoing 4 amputations. Now, Otsekeleke had diabetes, which over time caused peripheral artery disease, a disease that restricts blood flow to the feet and legs, which is what led to the amputations. So from all of us here at RGB, we'd like to send our condolences to his family and friends.
Sad news indeed. And that's how it was for the celebs and how you hope it never will be for you. Pella Pella Vumgosi. We'll be right back.
Coming up, we slip between the pages of Somizi's new book. To put more drama in your life than a soapy omnibus.
Now, staying on that drama tip for a second, our guest on the seat of superstars has created and suffered more than a few of his own. So rather than sit in a corner and cry about it, he has risen above them all to become a celebrated choreographer, a primetime radio host, and a reality star to be reckoned with.
And most amazingly, it's about his latest accolade that we get to enjoy his esteemed company. Now, here to share his newest transformation as a best-selling author, RGB is proud to have on the seat of superstars namhlanje, Somizi Somgaga Mhlongo.
Yeah!
Thank you. Yes, darling. Molweni.
Thank you, man.
Ina, that thing. It's amazing when that thing is no longer there, you still have that thing. It's called legacy.
Oh!
Beautiful.
I think that's what that jacket is called. Look at this thing.
It's drama.
Legacy.
Shishi.
Legacy. It looks like a police dog.
Don't pay him any mind.
It's all good. Tell us, you walked in here, you told me earlier on that you were feeling really happy, that, you walked in with grace. You didn't actually walk, it was a glide. Is that the walk of a best-selling author?
Yes, it is. I'm at a space where nothing, the only thing that will devastate me, maybe it's losing someone, but anything other than that, nothing will ever take away how I'm feeling right now. I'm so happy. Life I'm Nandi, my book is it's going beyond my expectations, because I thought, okay, 3,000 Nyana copies will be fine. If we reach that, we've succeeded. And it exceeded that. And now I have nice life problems in terms of the struggle is the book not being available. And
how many copies have you sold so far?
13,000 in a week.
What?
Yes. And we've just reprinted now, and the stock arrived today. And as it arrives, it's vanishing. So they are reprinting to deliver next week. So it's amazing. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me, because when you speak the truth and you are honest and your intentions are not to make money, just to make money, are to inspire and share your story. Not that my story is special, but my platform where I'm at right now is very special. So someone out there might not realize that Somizi has been through
the most.
So for them to read that book and know that for me to be here, I had to go through that. That for me is the success of the book.
I love that. Because we only ever see the end result.
Yeah.
You only ever see the performer on stage. You never know.
You don't see the paddling that happens behind
the scenes. I really do love it.
But bekutheni le ncwadi zongasixeleli about it, sizobudgetela uyabona month end.
The reason why I didn't tell anyone is because I'm not the type that pre-announces. And it turned out something big is coming. Watch the space. Watch space, Antoni. Next. I'm not the type. I'm the type that says, ladies and gentlemen, it is final, confirmed, signed, sealed, delivered.
It's yours.
Yes,
and
it's yours.
Printed again, and hopefully you will get it delivered.
Again. You know what I'm saying?
Ink.
So, exactly. So I'd like to do or announce, and also you must confuse your enemy.
Yes.
And the enemy is not the person that's next to you or the person that you can touch. It could be the devil himself. You must confuse him. You must also confuse the enemy that is looking at you right now,
and smiling in your face.
And because we are living in a world that has two sides, the light and the dark, the evil and the good. So you can't just be stupid and just pre-announce 6 weeks before it happens, and the enemy is now preparing themselves for what's about to happen. No.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
You should add life coach to his business card. Yeah, life coach, definitely.
Motivational speaking, yes. I'm one person who is not apologetic with the talents that I have. I have a lot of talents. And my plan, God willing, is to experience all of them unapologetically And it's not my fault that I'm multi-talented, and I believe everyone is multi-talented. It's just that some, they worry about other people's opinions, you're everywhere, you're all over, or some have got fear of failure. And that is the worst,
the worst place to be in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go into motivational speaking, and I might wake up tomorrow if it's a calling. If I want to be a preacher, and it comes to me, I will do it. I would not worry about what so-and-so thinks or who I'm supposed to be for me to be a preacher.
How did you decide on the title, Dominoes?
Dominoes. The original title was Somizi, the Unbreakable Spirit. And then one day I'm driving, Miza Metro FM, Brian Temba is explaining the song. I've known the song, I've heard the song so many times. I thought it was a ballad and a romantic song, because I thought they felt it's like dominoes or whatever. Kanti, when he explains it, the walls fell down just like dominoes. Like, that's been my life all along. I've never had anything easy. I've always been number 6, number 4, number 3. I've never been number 1 in my life. I've never been the first preference. I've never been the first thought. And everything I got or I have, I had to push down walls. And I thought, Dominoes, here's the title.
Yeah, well.
That's amazing, man. In the book, actually, you share a lot about your life. Like there's some little bits that I've seen that are like, wow, some gaga, you went there. What did you choose to leave out?
I've always said, and I will still emphasize, there's nothing like a tell-all book.
Yeah.
There is nothing. Everyone is entitled and deserves to have something that they're going to take to the grave. Sonke. I don't care how honest. Kwa Dalai Lama, kwa Mother Teresa, she took something to the grave. So, and that's why I don't want my book to be titled, but you tell all. I say tell all. It's my story, it's my truth.
Yeah.
It's tell some.
Yes. And there's certain things that I kept to myself that either the reasons which they're going to implicate other people, and I respect other people's privacy and the right to privacy and secrecy.
Yes.
There's other things that I also feel I deserve to hold back. Like now, the big question is, what is that terminal disease that I got when I walked out of the doctor?
Yeah.
It is the most beautiful thing that they'll forever be guessing, because I'm not gonna tell. And I'm okay with it. And I'm okay with you assuming. People assume, oh, Chico,
it's just the publishers saying, Jonga, we've managed to print another 5,000.
They've run out.
Yeah, we've run out. Perfect.
And that brings joy, and that's the beauty about being over 40. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You either take it or you don't take it. No one is forced to buy the book. And if the book will work for you and inspire you, please buy it. So even, I was talking about that, the terminal disease. People, even if I said what it was, they will still add on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either like, or unamanga kusile ufihla ngaleyo mangathi cancer bazothi unamanga HIV unamanga HIV unamanga Somizi qalile bafuna ukufaka nge-style bathi baphethe i-cancer into yebo. So I kept some things because I have the right to.
No, you certainly do. So the book is mostly about the ups and downs of your life. What was the lowest low?
The lowest low was when I was sick, and the doctor told me I've got 2 days to live. And I was in a relationship by then, and I went home, and for some reason, I never believed my doctor. I never like, oh, did he tell me when I was going to be born? No. Did he know when I was going to be born? No. How the heck does he have the audacity? And I told my partner, and then when my ex, Tom, I called him, I told him, with 2 days in Fana, he came. He requested my current partner to give him permission to take me to his house and look after me, and he'll bring me back in a month. And I went, and my partner was okay. I went, he looked after me, That was the lowest. And
Wow.
and there was a point where I still had a car, still had a house, but I did not have money to eat, and I had 11 rands to my name, not even in the bank, where I had to look under my mattress and find coins, and they were 11 rands, and then I went to buy chicken giblets, a Pick and Pay, and then the tamati, and onion say one, and I cooked them. They lasted me for 3 days. I made the living hell out of them.
Now, in the book, you wrote about your accusations in 2007. You gave a man a lift.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
It took me to that dark place and that angry place, because I was very angry. I was very, very, very angry. If I wasn't strong, I would do stupid things like revenge and so forth and so on. But to this day, I still want to meet that guy, bump into him and say, okay, I've forgiven you. Just tell me what went wrong, why? Why would you fabricate such a thing? And maybe getting those answers, but I've really forgiven him. I believe he was part of the plan to grind me into this finer person that I am. Without him, I wouldn't have experienced, because that was the incident that really took away the jobs, that took away my reputation.
Really? Was it that bad?
Yes, it was for 3 years. I never had a gig. I never had a phone. Every time the phone rang, it was equally.
Wow.
You know? So that incident, for him, I don't blame him. He was the chosen one also to bring me down to Mother Earth, because without that incident, with the stardom that I have right now, I would be a nightmare to work with. I would be I would be like, you guys breathe my oxygen. I wouldn't even be sitting with you right here. You would be doing it via Skype through my manager.
Oh,
because you've got better things to do.
I am larger than life in my head. And I don't understand what it is to be grounded. And I've never learned a lesson to not have anything.
Speaking of drugs, you've seen people, you've seen things in the industry.
I've seen.
How did you manage to stay away from that life?
Apart from the fact that I've got sinuses, so anything that
oh, that's so good.
like it's gross. So that for
So
me.
you weren't even tempted when Uprenda Fasi offered you?
The beauty about, you know, now uzawasha one day what we are bored away. Ngathi was part of a fan, I was part of a star. You know, and I've always been a star. I grew up in a family of stars, and nothing fazed me.
Yeah.
The person, not the superstar Uprenda Fasi.
Wow. Emva kobukeleka uSomizi dropping the dirt faster than readers pick up his book. I'm sure nine FOMO nina that could dry up a dam.
Absolutely. Now, here's your chance to quench that thirst as we go to a commercial break. Now, if your thirst is literal, then go to the fridge. And if your thirst is figurative, then get online and push up Somizi's book sales higher than a Rasta's first visit to Swaziland. Either way, see you guys soon.
After the break, we find out what was left out of Somizi's book. You don't want to miss this.
Africa's gossip leader, RGB, is back with more of the gossip. So good, we should be your profile pic for the next 30 minutes.
Sisathetha ngochinja izinto. Our guest on the seat of superstars namhlanje is no stranger to that. And sometimes it's for the better and not always the worst. But please, we want to hear more about the book, Domino's Unbreakable Spirit.
Ask me.
Ndiva kuthiwa ikhona ingoma ekhe yabhalwa about you.
Yes, Kelly Khumalo.
Ibhalwe nguKelly. What was going on? What was that process like?
You see, again, that's a perfect example of keeping certain things out of the book and let the person speak for themselves, you know, and share their story. So with Kelly, I did not know. You know, it's amazing what mawenzela umuntu something, not expecting something back, and you don't understand the impact oyenzile emuntwini. Like Kelly, when she was dealing with the addiction yakhe, she called me to ask, I think petrol money or something. And I said, no, come, I want to cook for you. I just need to spend a day with you. And then I cooked, we had lunch, and I said to her, I'm locking you in, you're not leaving. You're gonna sleep here. You're gonna sleep here until you look me in the eye and tell me you are never gonna touch drugs again. But even if you tell me, if I don't believe you, I'm not gonna let you go still. And because I know you're not rushing to any gig or anything, there's no gigs. And she believed me, and she listened to me. And she only stayed one night, and she walked. And little did I know, her walking out, I gave her money for petrol. Her walking away was saying, enough is enough, I'm done. I wouldn't have said that if I didn't come to you. I didn't know that until when I heard the song, how Kelly Wong at Somizi, you have no understanding. That was the day when I walked out of your house and I said, never again, I am done.
We've seen bits of your daughter, and she's basically a mini you. Those diva qualities are strong.
100%. 100%.
Now, would you advise her to get into, whatever you do? You're a multi-potentialite. Yeah, that's the official word, multi-potentialite.
And don't sue me, I'm going to use it.
Do it. Just say I said it.
I'm going to say, when I judge, that performance was multi-potential. If my daughter wants to be in the business and I can already see it, it's fine. Like now, she's doing third-year law.
You've seen a lot of friendships come and go in the industry. What is the nature of an entertainment friendship?
I think not all friendships, and I don't believe there's fake friendships. It's just that others run longer or shorter than others.
But as it becomes some bitter, battle in the tabloids.
In any relationship, whether it's show business or not, separation most of the time is not smooth. But like you would wonder why your business is in the news when you break up with your boyfriend versus life goes on, no one cares and no one knows. It's only the people in the streets abazio. And that's it. It's the nature of the business, and it's okay. Let's not play victim and say, hey, why are they now making a fuss out of our friendship or our relationship? You are in show business. If she's a poor Mike, I never play victim in anything that's written about me.
Does your profile make you a little more wary or a little more cautious when you choose who to bring into your circle?
Absolutely, and those are the lessons I learned before. Before I didn't care, no. You get to a certain level, the certain things of the certain things of the certain things of the show which as to make sure that you stay on top.
Kodwa siyabulela once more ngozofika uzosibona manje. Yazi ingathi kwezinsuku wonke umuntu ubhala incwadi and cashing in on their Insta fame. It's great because it's a trend that encourages us to read more.
Absolutely. Now it's time for the Real Kopoza to get back to digging up the dirt that makes next week's episode shine. If you love this week's one, don't be scared to tell us on our social media pages, on Twitter @officialRGB and on Facebook official Real Kopoza.
Okanye ke wena ubunesibindi, slide into the DMs. My personal page is @Sinaza Yolo and he's @Donovan Goliath. Good night and we'll see you next week.
Then you pretend I to something like
no, see who love her. Oh yes, the news post.
Yes.